Marshal Sam Manekshaw was delivering a lecture on leadership, or armed forces officers from different other countries also were in attendance. End में जब लेक्चर खत्म होने वाला था, casually he said, a leader should drink a bit, smoke a bit, socialize, and develop a good sense of humor. So there were a few smiles, लेकिन एक foreign officer खड़ा हो गया, and he looked puzzled and said, sir, in your country, many political leaders जो हैं, they campaign against liquor. कई states में ban भी है. आप अपने advertisements में भी दिखाते नहीं हैं. Even your father of the nation was opposed to alcohol. तो ये आपका जो statement है, ये contradictory नहीं लगता. So Sam Manekshaw smiled and he said, sit down. Friend, young man, I was talking about military leadership and not political leadership. All erupted in laughter. But beneath that humor, which may sound to some witty answer, and there is a question in that, what exactly is leadership then? Is it situational? Does it vary from organization to organization, or is it purely trait-based? Courage, empathy, vision, innovation, communication. So I went looking for stories. ये stories हैं extraordinary men की who faced extraordinary moments. Each story reveals a different phase of leadership. And by the end of these stories, perhaps you will stop asking, what is the most important quality of a leader? Rather, one would begin realizing that leadership is a role with numerous dimensions. So let's begin with the first one. We often hear a piece of advice. A leader must always lead from the front. It sounds inspiring, but ये हमेशा सही नहीं होता, सच नहीं होता. World War II में there was one New Zealand Army का एक captain था, Captain Charles Upham. Uska, every attack of his platoon and thereafter company that he launched, he succeeded. Every attack, not most, every attack. He ended up with 2 Victoria Crosses. जो आज तक से 3 ही officers को जानते. He was the 3rd one. His boss, when asked by King George VI, जब उसको award मिल रहा था, तो King George VI ने पूछा, does he deserve this 2nd Victoria Cross? So his boss, General Howard, said, in my respectful opinion, sir, Captain Upham won the Victoria Cross several times over. Someone finally asked him the secret of this, कि यार उसकी कंपनी के सारे अटैक्स सक्सेसफुल कैसे होते हैं. तो कैप्टन यूफम ने, he did not talk about courage, charisma or something. He said, I know when to lead and when to walk behind, pushing my men to reach the objective. What he implied was, I know sometimes you need to kick the asses of the people to make them reach the objective. No textbook answer, just brutal honesty. हमें बताया जाता है, lead from the front like a gospel. This guy is telling you the real skill is knowing which position, front or back, actually moves your people forward. So sometimes leadership looks like a boot, not a banner. Leadership is not only about making right decisions or बढ़िया conduct हो, but many a times it is about expressing your conviction in the language जो आपकी टीम समझती है बेहतर. ये इंसिडेंट है एक यूनिट का जिसके एक ऑफिसर ने मुझे नरेट किया था. And this officer was senior to me and he was a lieutenant in 1971 war. And we were discussing as to how Sam Manekshaw had prepared the army for this war of 1971. So just before the 1971 war, General Sam Manekshaw spent a great deal of time visiting forward areas and meeting the jawans and officers of the infantry units. He met officers, he met jawans, उनके साथ खाना खाते थे, he used to drink with them, he listened to them. और फौज का एक बहुत बढ़िया कस्टम है बड़ा खाने का. So a few drinks down the throat would dissolve the soberness. और आदमी जैसे ही 2 पैग अंदर जाता है तो he becomes like an open book. So one evening during a bada khana in a unit, one Sikh jawan stood up जिसके soberness जा चुकी थी अब. And he said in Punjabi कि साहब मेरा नाम सिंह है, मैं 62 की लड़ाई लड़ा हूं, 65 की लड़ाई लड़ा हूं, और मेरा तजुर्बा यह है कि जब इन्फेंट्री असॉल्ट करती है तो हमें वक्त पे आर्टिलरी का फायर सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है, जिसके कारण इन्फेंट्री का बहुत कैजुअलिटी हो जाता. Jawan was not complaining. He was speaking from his experience what happens and why infantry suffers heavy casualties. Right? Everyone sitting there was high. They nodded their heads in affirmation. सबने अपनी गर्दन लाई, हाँ साहब. So Sam Manekshaw looked at him, smiled, and in his own style, उन्होंने हिंदी में बोला, हवलदार सही, अगर इस बार लड़ाई होता है और तुम्हें आर्टिलरी का सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है तो बोलना जनरल सैम मानेकशॉ है. Everyone was zapped. Even in the wildest dreams, none had expected कि इस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स आएगा चीफ से. Sam got down from the table, walked up to the Jawan, patted him lovingly, and left. Every soldier present there understood what the general meant. He meant, I have heard you, I understand what are your worries, and I give you my word. This is how trust is built, not merely through orders, but through conversations. एक लीडर की बहुत सारी ब्रिलियंट क्वालिटीज होंगी, ब्रिलियंट स्ट्रैटेजी होंगी, वो एक्सेप्शनली करेजियस होगा, टेक्निकली आउटस्टैंडिंग होगा, बट अनलेस he strikes a chord with the people he is leading or influencing, बात बनती नहीं और वो ट्रस्ट भी नहीं आता है. So this brings us to another one कि लोग फिर unexecutable plans, unpractical plans, difficult plans कैसे follow कर लेते. So here I come to an end of part 1. Hope you like these stories. So please subscribe and like, and see you with 5 more interesting stories in part 2, highlighting few more dimensions of this role, leadership role. Thank you. Jai Hind.